Now let's look into how to maintain QMS structure. So for that, first let's understand the QMS documentation hierarchy. The QMS documentation consists of different types of documents. It includes documents such as quality policy, quality manual, procedures, work instructions, plans, and records. The QMS documentation can be represented as a hierarchy as shown in the diagram. So mostly when you will have an external audit, so the auditor will ask you the documents in this hierarchy. This is not it's like you cannot say that it is a kind of a requirement of ISO, but this is just a kind of a hierarchy which is mostly looked into. So first in that you see the manual, or the external auditor will see the manual, quality manual of your organization. Then they will look into your quality policies, what kind of work procedures you have. You can say the set of procedures, standard operating procedures or SOPs. And also they look into the work instructions. Now, to structure QMS documentation, below are some recommendations that should be taken into consideration. So in that we have quality manual. The manual should fit our organization, and the structure as well as the content of the manual can vary depending on the size of the organization, the complexity of the operations, and the competence of the personnel. Small organizations can document the entire QMS in one manual. So it depends on the number of people in the organization, the size of the organization, how your quality manual needs to be. It's like it needs to be lengthy or it needs to be short. That's how it is. And quality policy, a policy represents a declarative statement by an organization. A quality policy should state the commitment of the organization to quality and continual improvement. The quality policy defines the quality objectives to which the organization strives. The quality goals of the organizations are defined by quantifying the quality objectives. So we need to make sure that whatever objectives we have come up, these objectives should be driven by the quality policy. And quality procedures, it can have different formats and structures. The below elements should be included in quality procedures. So whatever kind of format or structure you have to make sure that below elements need to be included in your procedure. First is title. It is used for identification of the procedure. And purpose, which describes the rationale behind the procedure. Scope, it is used to explain what aspects will be covered with the or in the procedure and which aspects will not be covered. And responsibilities and authorities of all the people or functions included in any part of the procedure. Records that result from the activities which are described in the procedure should be defined and listed. Then document control is used for identification of changes, date of review, and approval. The version of the document should be included in accordance with the established practice for document control. Finally, we have work instructions. So it can be part of a procedure or they can be referenced in a procedure. So work instructions have a similar structure to the procedures and cover the same elements. However, the work instructions include details of activities that need to be realized, focusing on the sequencing of the steps, tools, and methods to be used and required accuracy.